Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thank you for joining me again today. We'll jump right into it. Actually, this video today is more specifically for people that are transitioning or in a different phase of their raw vegan journey or trying to transition to raw or to vegan. But it can also be applied to just in general. I believe it to be, I believe the statement to be true. The title of it, I believe it to be true. I believe that clean cooked vegan is better than eating high fat raw vegan. I think like when you first get into the raw food lifestyle, it can be kind of trendy and it can kind of be kind of a cool type thing. And I think a tendency can be towards getting so caught up in the raw part of it that it's raw above everything. And while you're still eating better food than you've probably eaten in the past, or if you came from a sad background, or even if you came from a background where you ate animal products, even if you were somewhat healthy, you've already, just by going vegan or going mostly vegan, if that's where you are right now, you've no doubtedly made a lot of improvements in your life, and you will continue to improve on this path if you always keep health in mind and don't get caught up in the labels. For instance, when I've eaten, I think I've expressed my views on gourmet raw food before. I don't want to be the buzzkill. I see too many people. I see some, like I say, there's a lot of black and white in the world, and I'm kind of gray. I see some people that they basically live on raw, gourmet raw. And then there's some people that just think it's like putting poison in your mouth. I don't think there's a problem with eating raw, gourmet raw from time to time, like treating yourself on anything. But it's definitely not something that you want to be part of your staple or part of your regular diet. Gourmet raw is like a special occasion, a special treat, in my opinion. Because when you get into the gourmets, you've got a lot of fat. You've got a lot of the nut cheeses, the nut meats, substituting all kind of dairy and animal products for nuts, which brings that fat content up. So, getting back to cooked food over that, now let's just use a little common sense for a minute. What would you think would be a healthier dish? A dish of, say, some organic brown rice with some steamed vegetables, lightly steamed vegetables on top? Or would you say a gourmet lasagna or gourmet something with a gourmet dessert afterwards? Okay, it's raw, it's all raw. But you see what I'm saying? Which would you say would be the healthier alternative? I was thinking about this subject because I've still been preparing my notes for, I think I told you guys a few videos back, and the title of the series is going to be go from SAD, Standard American Diet, to raw vegan, step by step. So I was, like, I've been getting my notes together since I came back from the States on that, and I'm just about ready. I'm going to probably do that video in the next couple of days, this weekend at the latest. As I'm speaking right now, this is Wednesday. But this idea about the clean cooked came into my head as I was kind of preparing some thoughts on that video. I don't want, when I kind of talk about the cooked vegan food, I want to kind of make it clear what my thoughts are on that. I believe in a backup plan. I believe that whole little phrasing, backup plan, has been misused a lot though, because, and I'm a semantics person, we're just talking strictly semantics, I'm not talking about what's good for you or what's not, but if you do something every day, it's not a backup plan. There, I got it out of my craw. It's just, it's a word thing. Don't care what you eat, but it's not a backup plan. If you're eating cooked every day, after 4, before 4, whatever, that's part of the plan, and that's okay. Don't beat yourself up for it. That's your path, that's what you're eating. Now, while I lean towards, I'll tell people always clean cooked over not so clean raw. I don't want to discourage people either. I think sometimes people, it's almost like giving them an out, which you don't need an out. You have free choice. You can choose however you want to do this. You can choose, you can go in a direction, and you're not signing a contract. Here's something I'm going to say about this whole raw food issue, and I'm going to say it once and for all. I don't know if it's for everybody. I'm too soon into it. I've been in this lifestyle for 2 years, so I would not even presume to act as an expert on this. But even though I encourage backup plans, and if you're going to eat clean and eating clean, and maybe you'll never get to a point where you never eat cooked food again, but do yourself a favor. Go completely raw, 100% raw. And when I say 100, I'm not worried about the label. Okay, you might have, if you have, you know, some nuts in there in the right proportion, I'm not worried about if those might be cooked a little bit and they're not technically raw, but you see what I'm saying. I would say everybody, you owe it to yourself to at least do raw for a couple of months. See what your body feels like. If you let your body detox and you don't feel right on 100% raw or high raw, then you know you can always go back. Always make this thing kind of a fluid experiment. It's not like once you go down this road you can't turn back. You can say, okay, I think we might have not taken the best route here, and you back up and you go a different way. Or you try things for a little while, and it's all experimentation, it's trial and error. But in the end, if there's ever a choice, choose the cleaner version. Cooked, not cooked, or raw, choose the cleaner version. Labels. Like I say, I think we get, and I was bad about this in the beginning. You know, until you educate yourself and start getting kind of a little grasp on this, you're just kind of floundering around. I guess I was just, when I first started watching videos, I focused on a couple of people, and while I learned a lot, and I do feel like I learned a lot and got a good start on the raw food lifestyle from the people I was watching, it wasn't a complete picture, and I had a lot of gaps, and I did a lot of things wrong, and I made a lot of wrong assumptions, and I kind of got caught up in that raw above everything. You know, even I felt like, okay, if I'm having a salad, I may have just used way too much olive oil on there, but I considered that healthier than having just some steamed vegetables, or some steamed whatever, or some rice or whatever without the fat on there. So anyhow, I'm going to keep this one short. I always say I'm going to keep this one short. They end up being around the same, I'd say 10 minutes is my average, but anyhow, yeah, I'm going to be talking some more. Like I say, the step-by-step, which is more about the transition, is coming soon. And I want you to think of that transition as a fluid thing too. Don't ever be afraid to take a step back to go forward. In other words, if you're stressing out about something you're doing, if something's not working for you, if you've made the wrong decision, or maybe you've gone in the wrong way on your eating path and it's not working out for you, that's ego in there saying we can't admit, you know, okay, well, we made a little mistake here. Do what's best for you. Eat what's best for you. Always make the best food choices. Don't make a choice of a label. Anyhow, hope you liked this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and hope you guys are having a wonderful summer. Peace.